Hello, 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 hello. It's Friday and I'm super excited about Fridays. So as promised, I've decided that I'm going to be on Facebook Live every single day talking about something important. And today, because it's Friday, and because typically we don't tend to make the most of Fridays, people go, oh, it's the end of the week and I'm kind of settling in and I just want to kind of chill out a bit. I thought I would do a little Facebook Live thing. I'm just moving this so that the microphone is a bit better, so I'm still playing with Facebook Live, but today I thought I would do a quick message on why and how you can schedule your day for success, even if it is a Friday. So in terms of what you do and when you do it, actually it's really, really important, and there is a wonderful lady in this group, Helen Packham, who I would highly recommend if you don't like traditional scheduling, that you should kind of get in touch with, because she's got this really cool energy plan which she can tell you much more about. But in terms of how you schedule yourself, there are a couple of different ways that you can do it. You can either be really, really obsessive, like me, and I'm absolutely fine with the fact that I'm a little bit obsessed with scheduling and it works for me. But I schedule everything in my day. So I'm the sort of person that schedules in my breakfast, I'm the sort of person that schedules in my daily run, I'm the sort of person that schedules in dinner, and alongside that I schedule all of the other things in for my business as well. So, one second. So things like when I'm doing my business development, when I'm going to follow up with clients that are thinking about working with me, when I'm going to write out my email newsletters, when I'm going to create my content, when I'm going to write my blogs, all that kind of stuff. So I schedule every single day, every single part of it, because for me, that's what keeps me on track. That's what keeps me hitting the bigger numbers. That's what keeps me selling out my programs, is because I know every time I launch that I'm organised, that I'm ready, that I've got all of my stuff done, and that actually I'm now waiting on the bits that I have to do live. So things like webinars and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of wanted to share it in the group today about scheduling, because people can sometimes get distracted from what I call the client activities. Hello, what up? I feel so cool. I've also just realised that I've left my phone on vibrate, so if anybody hears this little vibrating noise, it's my phone. Apologies for that. Don't worry, at least it's not loud. But yeah, so I've kind of realised that people get a little bit out of sync with scheduling, and what we kind of don't really figure out, especially when you go from corporate into running your own business, or when you go from a 9-to-5 to running your own business, or even if you've run a business before that has involved you working around other people, and then going to be the big kind of boss, the big cheese. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Oh. Don't worry, Sarah, I look like crap, so it's fine. You're not missing anything. Fine, so in terms of the setting a schedule, what a schedule actually means is that you're using and harnessing your kind of skills at the time that they need to be utilised. So basically you're focusing on where the money is coming from. And what I mean by that is that you're doing the clear client generation activities. So you are either doing something that promotes your business, promotes your brand, and is designed to bubble up leads and kind of give you more people to get to know and put more people into your sales funnel, or you are following up with people who may have wanted to work with you but just aren't ready yet, or may have made the decision not to work with you right now. Okay, and neither of those are the wrong thing. In fact, those are the brilliant things, and those are the things you should be focusing on every single day in your business. You should be focusing on where the money is coming from and who you're going to be networking and building a relationship with that day. The other things, you can hear this little scrapping, it's the dog on the new sofa bed, he's loving it. The other things are nice to haves, okay? So, create a great graphic. It's a really nice to have. I would love to have perfect graphics all the time, but quite frankly, I'm not an expert Canva user. That's why all of my graphics look the same. It has the benefit though that everybody knows when I post something, because it always looks exactly the same. So it's kind of branding, although I'm betting that Natasha Ratzlaff would say that that's not true. those things, having a pretty website, you know, really focusing on the exact copy, yes, they're helpful. Yes, they are helpful, and nobody would ever say that writing good sales copy is not helpful. But actually what you want to be focusing on every single day and scheduling real time in for is time where you're connecting with potential buyers. So it's the time that you're spending developing relationships, getting to know people, having fun, creating community, and actually showcasing and demonstrating your value and how you can be authentic and how you can act from a place of integrity and genuinely help other people hit their goals and desires. Okay, so I'm going to go into this in two ways: scheduling if you do have clients and scheduling if you don't have clients. Apparently I paused myself there, amazing. If you do have clients, then what I want you to do is think about when your clients actually have sessions and start scheduling your week, because I find this really helpful. If I have a whole day of clients, I know that all day my brain is going to be working. I'm going to be really super creative because I'm practicing with that little part of my brain that says, teach people stuff, find creative solutions, help people work through their sales funnels in a smart way. And that's what my brain is being trained to do all day, okay? If I'm on what I call a discovery call day, which for me is usually a Wednesday, then I'm focused all day on how I can genuinely help people have transformations with regards to their sales process and how they can really start to think about sales in a different way, and how I can really help people assess whether I'm the right fit for them, because I'm not for everybody. And so it's for me, having that schedule where I have of clients, for example, and then one day of discovery calls means that not only am I consistently building my pipeline in terms of revenue, in terms of finding new clients, and in terms of generating new business, I'm also able to give the best possible service to my clients who've already signed up, to my paying clients, to my lovely ladies in Sellout Success, for example, and making sure that I can be there with them consistently and provide unlimited email access and provide that really high touch support that they need to get them through their launch or to get them the big sales in their business. That's what I'm all about. So for you, think about it. If you have clients, which days of the week can you schedule clients in on? Which days are you able to really sit and focus and schedule everybody in so that you can take another day for discovery calls or for client generation, or so that you can take a day for content creation? You know, I know that everybody kind of worries and they're going, oh, I don't know how many social media posts to make and I don't have time to write blogs. But actually, if you schedule your week, you know, you can schedule in blog writing and content creation on a Monday, and just all day on a Monday do your content creation for the week, get it all lined up, and then just automate it and put it into places much easier than having to kind of think with your brain all the time, oh my goodness, I've got to find an inspirational post, or I've got to find a salesy post, or I've got to find some kind of other wonderful post out of thin air. Okay, now that's all great. If you've got clients, I would firmly kind of go with that schedule. Or like I say, approach Helen Packham, ask about her energy plan schedule, which is a little bit different, but works, the premise is that it works on you harnessing your energy when you're feeling hugely motivated and ready to do certain tasks around family life and things. So if you've got a young family, or you know your life is kind of very busy and you do lots and lots of different things, maybe the energy plan rather than a formal schedule might be a good idea for you. If at the moment you don't have clients, so if at the moment you're trying to get clients or you're trying to launch a new program and you're thinking, oh God, I've got to work all the time. Yo! That made me feel so gangster, by the way, Helen. And also, I've been mentioning you loads about your energy plan. So if you've got the energy plan link, put it in the comments, because I've been talking about how it's a really cool kind of schedule for people that aren't like me, anal and obsessed by writing out, you know, I'm doing this at 9 a.m. But yeah, so if you don't have clients right now, your schedule should look quite different. Your schedule should be all about client attraction and client generation. And so your schedule it will look like you're doing things that perhaps aren't focusing on the money, but actually are focusing on building relationships. And you might be doing that by guest posting. You might be doing it by podcasting. You might be doing it by going out and writing specific posts that are actually designed to bubble up leads and to help you network with new people and to kind of generate interest in your launch. And so for you, your schedule is going to be very much about what content am I putting out there? How am I engaging with people? Which kind of media forms am I using? Am I using video? Am I using podcasts? Just on a side. Yeah, I know, Nicola, I'm so sorry. I said that at the beginning. I was like, I think I've left my phone on vibrate, so I'm really sorry about that. The best bit is that lots of my notifications are from lovely women in this group who are posting things in. So I keep seeing like little things come up saying, so-and-so's posted this in the Fabulous Female Entrepreneurs group. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, you guys all you can hear is vibrate. I'll remember it for next time. But yeah, so if you're launching at the moment, if you don't have clients, think about your schedule, think about how it looks right now. And if you are somebody who is always busy, then stop. Because there is absolutely no way that you should be working 24/7, every day of the week, feeling really overwhelmed. That is a sign that you don't have a clear schedule, okay? And actually implementing a schedule when you're really busy, even though it's hard, because it's really hard to limit yourself and say, I'm only going to give myself 2 hours to finish all my content for the week, or I'm only going to give myself 45 minutes a day on social media. These things aren't easy, but they keep you on track with your goals. And that's kind of the most important thing, is that actually when you are launching, when you are looking for new clients, when you are looking at promoting, when you are looking at just simply networking, learning how to get more leads and learning how to generate more clients, the most important thing that you can be doing is having a clear focus on your goals and how you're going to hit them. So if you've got a specific number of clients that you want to hit, or you've got a specific kind of financial number or goal that you want to hit this week or this month, think about what you're doing, think about what you're scheduling, and think about the time that you're actually giving those tasks to get completed. Because ultimately, that is how you're going to get the money, that is how you're going to get the clients you want, that's how you're going to build the relationships that you need, and that's how you're going to build this really cool network and community of people that are all kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to go and join her program, or I have to get in touch with her, or I just have to work with her in some way, whether it's joint venture, whether it's client-based in the future. Okay? Awesome. Does anybody have any questions about scheduling? I know when I posted my schedule in the group a little while ago, people had questions around scheduling, around planning, around launching and things like that. So if you've got questions, pop them in the comments and I'm totally happy to answer them right now. And you'll also have to excuse my little Miss Sunshine mug. Sam bought it for me and I use it all the time, but don't worry, I do put it in the dishwasher now that we've got one every night. So we're all good. It's clean. If you've got questions, pop them in the comments. I'm really happy to answer them at the moment, and kind of go through anybody's scheduling dilemmas with them, or to help you find more time to schedule in the things that you actually really want to do. I also know there's a really weird lag on Facebook Live for groups. So if I don't see your comments and you think I'm still rambling, then I'm really sorry. It's just because I'm talking in that nervous state that you are when you think you've got no friends writing to you. Cool question from Helen. How super strict are you? How long is a piece of string? We all know as a person, and I'm always very honest about this, that I'm one of those people that I get really motivated for a short period of time. And I will give 150% energy for that sharp period. So that means that when I'm sticking to my schedule, I have to schedule everything in for short, sharp bursts. Because otherwise, I can't keep myself motivated, because my attention span is quite short. And so I like to be able to give myself clear, actionable steps, just do them, and then go on, move on to something else and come back to it later on. So in terms of how often I go over my time slots, no, I don't. It's very, very rare. The only time that I will do it if I have a sales page that I have to create, because sometimes that can take me longer than expected depending on what I'm doing to or how fancy I'm trying to be. Sarah, do you tell your clients which days you're free, or do you let them choose the time of day in terms of them all getting booked in on the same day? Yeah, cool question actually with scheduling. So what I do with my clients is I give them a link to my automatic scheduler. Unless I'm talking to them on like Facebook or we're emailing them and they've asked for specific times. Generally they'll get an automatic link to my scheduler, and that will give them days to choose from depending on which days I'm working with clients that week. Generally speaking, it's a Tuesday and a Thursday. But with all the kind of change recently where I've been on holiday and where I've been kind of stuck in Belgium and things like that, I've moved those sessions around. So some people have had sessions on Fridays, some people have had sessions on Mondays, but I've always made sure that I have one solid day for content creation. And so on the days that my clients are booked in, they might not necessarily know that I'm working with clients solidly all that day, but I do, and my brain does, and it kind of functions and flows a bit better. Nicola, we're also very good about filling the time we give it. So if I have all day to do content creation, it will take all day, even though it could get done in 2 hours, if that's all I had. So scheduling can increase productivity. How much time do you spend on planning your schedule? Ooh, Nicola, a woman after my own heart. Scheduling for me is a big thing, because I know that I am a lot less productive without a schedule. So for example, I've scheduled in the 45 minutes a day that I spend on social media, for example. I schedule it into 15-minute slots throughout the day in my diary, and so it pops up on my phone and says, you're due to be on Facebook now doing whatever. And so actually, in terms of the time that I take to plan my schedule, on a Monday morning, it's the first thing I do. And so I will get up probably about 7 a.m. and it usually takes me about an hour to work out my schedule for the week. And that depends on what I'm doing in terms of client work, what I'm doing in terms of launch preparation, if I'm doing any kind of live media, like a webinar or anything. And I will literally sit and I will kind of put it in a bit of a brain dump on MindMeister or Trello. I'm a big fan of both of those, depending on how you learn and depending on how you kind of organise yourself. Put it in a massive mind map or a massive brain dump, and I will section it into pieces. So one will be on live media or educational toolkit, and that usually forms like webinars and blog posts and any kind of educational video content. It's now got to include Facebook Live, obviously, and things like that. And then it will be separated into client work. So that will be actual client sessions and also research. You know, I do a lot of research for my clients because I want to be sure that I'm giving them the best kind of experiences possible and the best information possible. So a lot of the time I will research their space and look at what other people in their area are doing and how they're maximizing their kind of potential for sales and things like that, so that I can then go and pass that on to my clients. So, you know, I'll filter it into client sessions, client research, and then I'll filter it into client generation. So that will be discovery call sessions that I've got booked in, or how I'm planning on making and booking discovery calls that week, because that's just as important. You know, getting the leads in is just as important as actually doing the discovery call and making it awesome. Okay. The fourth, and final bit of my plan for each week is the boring stuff, paperwork. Paperwork and anything that is tech-based or that actually needs kind of formal processing. And that's usually the time where I'll file everything together each week for my accountants. It's usually when I will be looking at things like taxes. It's usually when I'll look at anything like legal contracts, or, you know, just things that you need in your business that support you but aren't really that fun to do. Okay, so I hope that answered that in a very roundabout way. But generally, yeah, I spend an hour a week planning my schedule on a Monday morning, because I get up bright and early and have my cup of tea as standard, and then I just plan out what I'm going to be doing that week, so it really keeps me on track. And so that when I get to 12 o'clock on a Friday, which is when I finish for the week, always finish at 12 o'clock on a Friday, and I don't come back into the business until Monday morning, I know that I've got everything done that I needed to do that week. I'm going to have to go over this again and take some notes because it's something I struggle with. At Absolutely. You know, and if you've got, you know, if you do struggle with it, if it's something that you find challenging, put out in the group for an accountability buddy, a scheduling buddy, because I know that scheduling is something that we all find pretty tough, and you know, it's not easy. It's not easy to set a schedule, particularly if you've got children, if you've got a family, if you've got a dog. You know, if you are working a 9 to 5 and trying to set up your own business, it's never easy to implement a schedule, but actually it makes your business so much more productive, and it takes so much of the pressure off, and it means that you're not working late into the evenings, you're not working on weekends, you're actually utilising the freedom that you're supposed to have from your own business. And you're launching in a relaxed way, and you're making sales in a relaxed way, and the world is just kind of working in the right way. Okay, amazing. Accountabilities really work. Christy and I meet up on Skype every week and WhatsApp, and it's really fun. Oh, my two-face. Oh, that's so lovely. Sarah and Christy, Sarah Slack and Christy Crippen, I'm guessing, from the group meet up every week as accountability buddies. Now, I friggin' love accountability buddies, and I'm always promoting my biz bestie Tara Newman, because I love talking to her. We talk a lot. We were WhatsApping all last night. We talk about our launches, we talk about what's going on, we offer each other help and advice, we talk about business and challenges and obstacles, and we share highs and we share lows, and I think it's really important, and it does keep you on track. You know, it really, for me, I worry more about Tara knowing that I hadn't finished my sales page, or that I hadn't done something that I'd said, oh, I'm going to get that out, than I would about anybody else knowing, because I know that she would, in the most loving way possible, be like, well, why haven't you done that? And I would just feel so disappointed in myself. But yeah, absolutely, get yourself an accountability buddy, shout for one in the group. If you need help with scheduling, send me a message. You know, I'm always happy to help people with schedules. I love that kind of thing. Anyway, post in the group an example of your current schedule. You know, post us a photo and say, this is what my schedule looks like at the moment, but actually I want to be hitting 5k a month or 10k a month, or I want to be getting 6 new clients or 8 new clients, or however many that is for you, or I want to have a launch where I sell out in X amount of time. And we can help you go through your schedule to help you maximize the productivity that you could be having. You know, so if you do have things like that, lean on the support of the group. That's what we're all here for. That is the kind of point of this community. And obviously, you know, if you are struggling with sales, if that's an area for you, get in touch with me. I'm about to launch the new round of Sellout Success, which I'm super excited about. I'm not going to pitch you on here because Facebook Live for me in this group is kind of a sacred thing. And it's for me to kind of give you guys information. But, you know, if you do struggle with sales, let me know. Check out Sellout Success, see if there's a good fit for you there. Otherwise, use the group as it should be that community, find that support for yourself, find that accountability, and utilize other people and get other people to help you and kind of keep you on track. Amazing. Well, I've had so much fun. I feel like it's really weird because Facebook Live is so much cooler than Periscope, because I actually know the women in my group really well, so it's actually really nice for me to kind of catch up and have a morning coffee with you, or a morning cup of tea, or chai latte, or smoothie if you're Lorraine Panatter, because she's really healthy. But if you have any questions, if there's anything you need from me, if you just want to kind of reach out and grab a chat, absolutely do so. You know, now you know that Wednesdays are my discovery call days. If you fancy just having a free 20-minute or 30-minute chat with me, pop up and say it, and we can have a chat, streamline your sales systems, and talk about any problems that you might be having. Anyone's got any questions, shout them in the comments. I'm going to have a quick drink of my tea, and then I will shoot off if there are no questions. It's also so weird drinking tea live on Facebook, because you get really conscious about choking on the tea, because if I die live on Facebook, I'm guessing that somebody would please call some kind of ambulance, or maybe it's worth me putting like a contact detail in the group for my mum or my boyfriend or something, just so if anything ever happened while I was live on Facebook, someone could just text them and be like, hey, Jess is dead. I'm joking, that will never happen. Okay, all right then, my lovelies, have a really, really wonderful day. If you need anything, if you need any help with scheduling, if you need any help with sales, if you just want to reach out and have a chat, do so. If you've got any ideas for topics that you'd like covered by me on Facebook Live, I'm going to be on Facebook Live once a day, at least, every day in this group for the next week. So I'm going to be talking about everything you could probably need to know about business, about sales, about all the fun stuff that I do behind the scenes. So if you need anything, let me know. If you want me to talk about something specific, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you later on in the group. Have such a wonderful, wonderful start to your Friday. If you haven't already, get a pen and paper out, start working on your schedule for next week, and I guarantee it's going to make you so much more productive. I'll speak to you guys really soon.